All is meth. Meth is not. None ever. Even was. By the third night without sleep, time had stopped behaving like time. It bent, it pooled. It whispered. Human Suit had learned this already, though he wouldn't have said it that way. He would have said the air was listening. He would have said the walls had opinions. He would have said he was finally paying attention. The meth had started as a tool. It always does. A way to stay awake, to think sharper. To outrun the heavy gravity of being himself. At first it delivered exactly what it promised. Energy without cost. Confidence without doubt. Meaning everywhere, like the universe had been hoarding it just for him. Then the cost arrived, retroactive and compounding. By day 5, his thoughts no longer lined up. They stacked instead, one on top of another. Each insisting it was urgent. Each screaming to be solved immediately. He wrote notes to himself in frantic spirals. Only to later accused the notes of lying. He covered the windows because the neighbors were timing him. Timing for what, he wasn't sure, but it felt obvious in his bones. Sleep became suspicious. Sleep was when things could happen. His phone buzzed constantly. Even when it didn't, messages appeared. Vanished, reappeared with different meanings. A harmless notification became a threat. A typo became a code. He was certain now, something vast and hostile had noticed him. The meth hadn't caused this. The meth had revealed it. That was the logic that felt airtight, unassailable. His reflection stopped cooperating. Sometimes it lagged a half-second behind. Sometimes it smirked when he didn't. He began avoiding mirrors, then confronting them aggressively, demanding synchronization. Food tasted poisoned. Water tasted washed. On the 7th night, the voices arrived not as sound exactly, but as pressure, as certainty. They told him he was in danger, that he had been in danger for a long time, that everyone else was either compromised or irrelevant. They told him the fear meant he was close to understanding. They told him pain was a test. His heart wouldn't slow down. It hammered like it was trying to escape his chest. Like it knew something he didn't. He paced until his legs trembled. Until the room felt too small to contain the stakes of whatever was happening. Somewhere, very far away, a rational part of him tried to surface. A memory of who he used to be. A sense that this was wrong. That this had happened before. That there was a name for it. That voice was drowned out immediately. Doubt was how they got you. By morning, exhaustion hollowed him out. His thoughts fractured into sharp, glittering shards. He became convinced the only way to end the surveillance was to end the signal. He was the signal. That idea landed with awful clarity, like a final piece snapping into place. The fear peaked, then flattened into something colder, resolve. His body was failing him by then. Dehydration, overheating, a heart pushed far beyond its design.